everyone, welcome back to DIY with Dewey. So today we are changing out this umbrella canopy. So we have a replacement canopy. This one used to be red and it's pretty weathered now. There's the underside and there's a couple wear marks, kind of rips right there. So we have a brand new one and we're gonna go with a tan one this time. Right there, tan one. So it's a direct replacement for this one. So what we'll do is first you have to get a step stool so you get high enough and twist this counterclockwise to remove the top. There we go. It's just a screw top like that. And the fabric just sits on. Alright, so you can go ahead and release these all around, and it takes tension off the umbrella legs, and down here can come off. There. Basically, you just slide it over. It's like a little keyhole notch right there. I'm trying to do it one-handed. I don't have my gimbal out here. Pretty easy. Just lift up. Goes down. So this one, you need to undo that screw. So we need a little Phillips screwdriver to remove this Phillips screw. The rest of it's Velcro right here. Let me grab my screwdriver. Okay, here are the tools we're gonna use. So just a Phillips screwdriver. I just grabbed two different sizes, small, medium, and same for flathead. I got a really thin flathead. This might work too. And a towel, so we don't scratch anything. But let's go ahead and remove the Phillips screw. So this right here. It's a little weird angle. Okay, we're gonna move this out. There we go. Do you see how now I can fit my screwdriver? Let me move it up a little more. Alright, grab our screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. And you want to keep this from rotating as you unscrew it. Take the screw, put it back in so we don't lose it. This is Velcro. So let's go ahead and lower this back down. So let me show you why I needed this flathead. So do you see this is where the top canopy connects to these arms. This will be able to slide it up if we unlock it. So do you see how there's a little tab, one on each side? So you take your flathead and you pry that up a little. And then this slides up Let me use 2 hands to do it. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You just take the flathead and you pry the top tab up on each side. So I take this screwdriver, put it right here, and you pry it like this. It pops it out, and then this slides up freely now. So now we don't have to stretch. We don't have to stretch our canopy over that. So let's go ahead and let me show you this one. Right there. Need to. Okay. So now, basically, you just have to get a few of them pushed up, and the rest, it's pretty easy to slide. This one, this middle one that's connected to this doesn't come off. So you have to remove it from the front side. So let's go and remove all of this. Take it off these bars at the end. Off the ends. Okay, so now we're right up top. Let's lift this up and over. Okay, so now that we do that, you can take it off this end. So this has to go on first, the one that's connected to that bar, where it swivels. And we just lift it over and take it off. So there's a little safety catch on this one. This is the middle one again. And do you see how there's a little tab right here as a safety catch? You have to press that in and then slide this up. There we go. So this, make sure you pull this back out like that. There. So then when we slide our new one on, it goes in and it stays. It locks in place. Alright, that's it. Basically just do the Velcro. There. We have the old canopy off. So I'm going to show you how I slide all these levers up right here. Hopefully you guys saw what I did, but I moved each of these tabs, so now these slide up freely. And this holds the top canopy. So I did it to all of them. The only one you can't move is the front anchor right here. All right, let's get our new umbrella on. Okay. All right, so we grab our new umbrella canopy and make sure you look for the Velcro goes onto this pole right here, the support beam. So Velcro, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a helper, and we're going to set it over the top of the umbrella frame. You want to grab the other side?
Yeah. This?
Yeah. Look for the center hole right here for the top, and this goes over.
Got it?
Yeah. So we'll get it over the top and then we'll readjust. And make sure everything is lined up. And then we can rotate this. Okay, so this has to rotate all the way around.
That hole fit in here?
Yeah. I'm trying to keep the center so we can.
So now this comes off and goes on here?
Yes, Velcro. Undo the Velcro and it goes around it. So before we do anything, make sure we anchor this. So we're going to lift this up. There we go. And get that under. Got it? And I'm going to pull this back up. Okay. And then we'll pull it back up and get it centered. Okay. So what we did was we got the top centered as much as we could. The fabric is not really stretched right now, so it makes it a little difficult, but we got it over the screw top. So this is all covered later. So what we want to do is each of these legs. Yeah.
Doesn't matter where we start?
No, we just need to get all these legs attached.
You slide each one of them down as you do it?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
We can. Yeah, go ahead and start popping them.
I'm not gonna slide it till it pops into place. I'm just gonna make it tight so it doesn't pop out.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so we just want to make sure everything lines up before we snap it in place. All right. So now we can start snapping them in place. After we snap them, then we'll connect the bottom end. So go ahead and we'll pull it down until it clicks. So go slowly and kind of evenly around. There we go. That one clicked. You're gonna hear a slight click once it goes in place. And both sides have a pin. So once you pull it down, make sure the pins reattach. There, just like that.
Got all of them?
Yeah. Are these all connected? Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we need to connect the bottom. So from the bottom, you slide it over like that. And then up here, you go back to the top and you take that rivet and you slide the rivet into the plastic connector. Yes, so you put the bottom and then it pops into like a keyhole.
Yep.
There we go. With this one, this is the tricky one where it has that little key lock on the center. So there we go. And just go around the whole umbrella Make sure each of them attach. All right, so bottom is attached. We go up here. That goes into that keyhole. There we go. And make sure it slides down after you get it in the... All right, so we're just going around and attaching each of them. We're almost done. Go around, we'll double check, make sure each of them are in. We want to make sure all of it's pretty perfect before we open it up all the way. Okay, so with this section right here, earlier we had it sitting this way, like this. And I think this keeps the fabric from getting torn with this mechanism. So this goes on top. Now go ahead and attach the Velcro. That hole. Okay. Looks good. And final stretch. All we have to do is put this screw and it goes through there. Let's try. We'll try a larger. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put it through the one layer first. Once we can get it through the first layer, it'll be easy to get it through the next. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so like earlier, what we have to do is we have to raise this in order to clear up enough clearance. So grab the handle, slide, go slow. So it's not really putting any pressure on anything yet because we're not reeling this, we're not opening it yet. You don't want to open it yet until you make sure everything is on. And make sure this is on pretty straight. You don't want to strip anything. There we go. Make sure it's perfect before you really crank down on it. You can tell when the threads are not going in. And it's getting close to being tighter. All right, hold it still. Keep this from rotating. And that, about 10 foot-pounds. Okay, so Dad had a good idea. Maybe put some thread locker on here. Keep this from coming back out. Because if you keep using it over time, in a few years, it's gonna come off. It'll slowly back itself out. But now we're gonna go ahead and crank it. And let's see if it works. Cross your fingers. And we're just gonna go slow. Make sure everything is good and no weird noises. All right. The tension looks pretty good. I think it's good. So it's brand new fabric.
A couple times and stretch.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight, and it's not all the way up.
Yeah. So it probably needs time out in the elements for it to loosen up slightly. Yeah, maybe we should just not tighten it all the way yet until it gets wet and rains a couple of days.
It's not too tight, but
Okay. Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to put the cap back on the top, but that's easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and lower it and then put the cap back on.
It's weird being a different color.
Yeah. You're so used to the red.
Yeah. That should be good.
Okay.
You want it all the way?
No, that should be good. Yeah.
Just screws on?
Yep. This cap's pretty simple. You just go up there and make sure it's centered, and it actually goes towards the middle, right here. But I think just over time, manufacturers get their measurements slightly off, even for the replacement. So that's probably why it's not centered very well. All right, all done. We did it. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions, you run into any issues. But this replacement cover was directly through the manufacturer of the umbrella. So it was a pretty good fit. It wasn't too bad. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button.